Hi. This is Mary Carol Thiel coming to you from Mary Go Round Cards in Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Thank you for joining me today. I have a little secret to tell you. I already recorded this, but I didn't record it because I forgot to press the button to record. So we're doing it again and doing just different paper just to make it more fun for me. So anyway, this is, we're using this Gathering Together Specialty Designer Series paper today, and this stuff is gorgeous. What specialty means is that it has gold or a different metallic in there. This one has gold, like the veining of the leaves is gold. And I'll show you what all the pages in the pack look like. So we've got this, and it's got gold striping in it. Anytime you have that metallic, elevates your cards a bit. This one is Old Olive, but it's got the gold striping, and this one is beautiful for Christmas cards. So here's another one of the leaf pattern, just different colors. Again, the gold. This is a little simpler card, but I think it's got a nice fall feel to it. And these parts are gold. And different leaf colors. Again, this one has a different leaf background. And this is the one we'll use for the card we make today. Here's the backs. Quickly, I have to show you the backs. So this has a little pattern to it. The backs are generally very simple. This one, I just love. It's so rich, and you can't see it probably on the video, but it's got all these little circles in it. I don't know. It looks like leather, maybe. It's very rich looking. A wood grain. That's always useful. This is the basic beige. It's got kind of a check pattern to it. Plaid. I always use plaid, especially in the fall and the winter. And then this one is also basic beige, and I used this one to cut a moon out. It's got some really nice variation in the color on that. So that's the paper that we're going to use for today's card. This is the card we're going to make, only we're going to make it with a different design of paper and some different colors today. But before we get started, I want to tell you to make sure you stay tuned till the end to find out how to get a free kit to make today's card. No purchase necessary. I'll tell you toward the end of the class what you have to do to get that card. No purchase. Before we get started, I want to remind you about the upcoming classes. We have our kit classes coming up. The one October 22nd, that's like a week and a half away, I think. And I just ordered like 6 new kits. They had a kit sale, and I ordered like 6 new kits for you to choose from. If you don't order ahead, you can always order ahead out of the whole collection. But so it ought to be like really fun. This is offered at a coffee shop. So you come in, you get your coffee, you come on back to our own private little room, and we just have fun. They're fairly simple. If you can follow some simple directions, you can make these. You don't have to be real creative and real artsy craftsy. This is just kind of a fun time to get together, do something with a friend. So gather up someone, call me up, give me an email, pop me a text, and I'll be expecting you. So you can get more information on it. You can email me, you can call me. You can look on my blog too. I believe it's listed there. So that's one of the things coming up. We also have coming up on December, no, not December. October 24th. So it's like Christmas Eve, but 2 months early. So I'm going to show you some Christmas cards. I haven't decided which one So we'll be making 3 of them, but I did turn this on, right? Let me get some more light on here. Yes, okay, we're 5 minutes in. All right, so this uses some beautiful paper called Aurora Lights. Oh my gosh, some beautiful, beautiful patterns in that. So good chance we'll do that one. And this one, 'Tis the Season for Baking. I've got 2 like this, so you can comment which one you prefer, and maybe that'll make a difference which one we make for class. This one uses Night and Navy, and this one uses Misty Moonlight. I'll most likely be doing something with this set called A Child is Born. I just love that. And this has a little bit different opening. It just says Peace on Earth, and it opens this way. That's not glued in yet, but it will be. So comment which cards you like and which ones you think we should make. Then on December 10th, there's a class that I think will be really popular because we're serving Joe's award-winning chili. He's actually won awards for it at church and at where he works. So I asked him, and he said, sure, I'll make chili. So it's from 10 to 3. It's on a Saturday. We're going to make a gift box so you can see how those go together. A gift bag, maybe 2, we'll see. Some gift tags, and a card that is a gift card holder for inserting a gift card, and you can hand out a kind of special gift card that way. Those 2 are both at the Bowen Street Makers Market. So give me a call, same thing. So let's get on with making our card. So for this one, we're going to use some different colors. We're going to use a Cajun Craze background, and this is just a sheet of cardstock in a regular size, cut in half, scored down the middle. That's the card base. This will be a horizontal card. So that was 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 right there. So then we'll use a piece of early espresso. That will be the next layer, which is just 1/4 inch smaller. So this folded is 4 1/4. So this will be 4 by, instead of 5.5, it'll be 5. And then we'll use this sheet, which is again 1/4 inch smaller. So this one is 5 by 3 3/4. And you can find all these measurements on my blog. I'll have this posted maybe tomorrow or the next day. So you can see the measurements, and you'll see a picture of the card again. And this goes together fairly quickly. You can see all the different things that I used to make this. So let's go ahead and start putting it together. I'm a green glue girl. I love my green glue. Last time I had to use a tape runner for something, I had to go looking for it. I couldn't find it. That's how often I use a tape runner. We'll use tape. Well, we'll probably use tape runners. Well, maybe not. Maybe we'll use tear and tape for the Christmas last minute class where we make bags and boxes. All right. Now this I cut horizontally, and you can do it vertically. There wouldn't be anything the matter with that. But here's how I did this. I flipped it over, and then I took my ruler. I want something under that so that you can see that better. So that will show up. Let's just use this. I won't use this for gluing, but okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little mark with a pencil on the back. I'll make it at 2 inches there. So I'm going to do these 2 corners. You could do these 2 corners, just do opposite corners. And then I'll do 2 inches here. Just make a little mark. So I did that bottom left hand. Now I'll do the upper right, and I'll do a little mark at 2 inches. And again at 2 inches. All right. So I'm going to put that in my paper cutter. And we're going to cut those corners off. And the way we do that, as we look at these little marks that I made, and we're going to put it, there's a little groove here, a little cutting groove. We're going to put that mark at the top of the cutting groove and this mark at the bottom. Now go back and check the top again, because sometimes it can slip when you put the bottom in. All right, I'm just going to cut that off. That's the top right corner. Now I'll do the same thing down here. Put those little marks in the groove and cut. Okay. So now I have this piece, and what I'm going to do one more little thing to this sheet. Let's see where we go here. There, okay. So I'm just going to cut off a little tiny squib, like less than 1/8 of an inch off of here. This just makes things line up nicely. I did it on one card and I didn't do that, so now I'll just go to the opposite and do the same thing. And you know, it looks fine, but this looks better. Okay. So that piece goes on next. And I'm deciding that this is right side up. I could decide that's right side up, but I'm going to decide that's right side up. Put some glue on the back there. I usually go around the edge, not right on the edge, like maybe 1/4 of an inch in. And then I just scribble in the middle. And then this, I'm going to leave some early espresso, that brown on the edges. I want to kind of look and make sure this one is sort of the same as this one. This is going to be interesting because I never made this combination exactly before. Actually, I did make this, but I forgot to flip these over, and I want to flip them over. So we'll put the glue on the design side, the fancy design side. And again, I'm just looking at the way that there's kind of a pattern in here, and it can go up and down, or it can go across. And I'm deciding to make it go up and down. It won't matter as long as they're both the same, and they will be. No doubt about that. All right, I'm going to glue on there. And we'll stick that on. Wow, we're half done with this card already. Isn't that something? Okay. Now the next part I made, this one is Happy Birthday. And I've got leaves here, and I've got this label here. So for that label, you have to cut 2 of them. You're going to use, this is from the Unbounded Love set. So there's a stamp set. And look at all these, wow, lots of different things. And then different frames that will fit these. That's always a bonus when you have frames that already fit your dies or already fit your sentiments. So we're going to use this one, and I decided to do gold. I thought, I don't know, I just thought yellow might not look that great on the beige, and I wanted that, I'm going to pick up that gold. So when you cut it out, whoops, I left the inside on the other side. But when you cut it out, there's two parts to it. So I cut a gold one and I cut one in basic beige. And so I'm going to take the outside of the gold one and the inside of the basic beige one. And then I cut some gold leaves. So here's how I'm going to glue those gold leaves on. Using gold, you want to be very careful not to get glue on the gold side of the paper because it kind of makes it dull. So what I do is I take my silicone mat and then I just have a little sponge here and I'm just going to sponge that on the back. Okay, did I do it good? I think I did. All right, and then I'm going to put that right up there. Ooh, that's nice. And then on here, I'll put this aside for a second. I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday, and I'm going to stamp it in Early Espresso. It'll match the Early Espresso on there. I'm just going to stand up to do this. I'll give it a nice, this is a close fit here, but I can do it. There we go. Very nice. Okay. Now how I do this is turn them over, and then I use a little Scotch tape. No one sees Scotch tape. It's on the back, right? And then I just make sure that this is partly on the white frame and partly on, well, it's white, it's gold on the other side. So partly on the frame and partly on the stamped portion. All right, so I'm just going to put a couple of those on. Came a little over on my tape there. I think I'm going to cut that off. I have scissors handy. Huh. You know, believe it or not, I'm doing this video without a scissors. Interesting. Oh, and I think I smudged that with my finger. I must have gotten my finger in the stamp pad. Let's see if we can get that off with this sand eraser. So I don't like smudge. Just took the surface of the paper off a little. Well, it is what it is. It's still a beautiful card, and I don't think anyone's going to really look at that. So I'm going to flip it over here, and then I'm going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals, also doing that same trick where it's partly on the frame and partly on the stamped portion. Okay, got an edge one here, so let's put that one down here. These Stampin' Dimensionals, they can go right on the top of the tape too. Not a problem at all. Let's put one down in this corner. And put one up in this corner. Good. And I'm going to just use a small one, a mini. Did you know we have two sizes of dimensionals, mini and regular? There we go. So we're almost done with this card. I'm just going to take this off the back, and I think I'm going to love it. This is such beautiful paper for the fall, and some of it works really nice for, like, you know, Thanksgiving on into Christmas. Ooh, a little bit of tape showing there. I don't want that showing. Okay, you know, the last video I made, this was perfect. It was no fuss at all. All right. And I'm just going to try to have about the same amount here as down here. There we go. Oh, now doesn't that look cool? So there's that one. That gold, whoa. This one. And then I had made this one with this same paper, but I forgot to turn these over. And I used Cajun Craze around here, made it a sympathy card. And I just put a little bit of string right there just to draw attention to that, because it sort of gets lost in the pattern. Whereas when you flip these, those designs don't get lost in the pattern. Very nice. Give myself a pat on the back. Good job, Mary. All right, so let me tell you some other things that are happening. I think I told you that you can find all the dimensions and written instructions for making this card on my blog. And I have a little bonus for you. If you do something for me, I'm going to do something special for you. I need people to follow me on Facebook so that my designs and my videos and everything get out there more, so more people can find me and enjoy crafting more. So if you follow me on my Facebook business account, and it's https://www.facebook.com/merry-go-round-cards. Comment on this video. You can tell me where you're from, or which card you like the best, or anything. And then private message me your address so I know where to send your free kit to make one of these cards. So I can send you everything, except I can't send you a stamped image, but I will die cut all these pieces for you. I will have, you know, you'll get the card base, the other part in the middle that's already cut for you. So I'd love it if you could do that for me. And then I will do that for you. It's just for a limited time. Remember, sharing is caring. So like and share, please. And if you need anything, I'm here to help. I've had some rather unusual requests once in a while, but I'm here to help. You can order Stampin' Up! Supplies from me, or even join my team. Right now, there is a really super unbelievable join special going on where you pay, like if you're going to order $35 worth of stuff, and you love to stamp, you really ought to think about doing this, because you would be able to pick out $135 worth of Stampin' Up! Product, your choice, what you want, for $35, and that comes with free shipping. You get a minimum 20% off of future orders. You get a free paper pumpkin kit and all the fun that's part of being part of a team. And you can order supplies early before they go on the market even, so you can get started on things earlier. All my contact info is located below in the description. So thank you for spending a little time with me today. I enjoyed myself. I hope you enjoyed yourself and learned something new. See you next time. Bye.